well, look at that. Came very close to those,
Oh my God, look at
cars
this
on the
thing.
other side of the street. Now, there's a lot of smoke.
How
around
much
this
farther
vehicle
can you
right
really
now,
go?
Mike, and yeah, you're right. Not just driving erratically, probably because that's the only way they can maneuver this vehicle.
Well, yeah, and you know, our director Mike.
Vehicle.
Well, yeah, and you know, our director Mike brings up a good point. The brakes may be stuck.
Well, look at him.
Because there's no reason for them to be so hot like that. He's not, you know.
This is so chaotic.
Down while simultaneously hitting the gas. You know what I mean? Like we're not going fast enough to really slam on the brakes and cause that.
I mean, I'll run a prediction, but it seems almost pointless here. Oh, did I ever change my? Yeah, I did.
And there's a lot of movement. You noticed him going back and forth. At one point, I thought he had both his hands off the wheel out the window, but now he's driving and he's.
Okay, we're gonna start a prediction. You got 2 minutes.
Right.
If you're on Twitch.
Be hard to control that car. I mean, you've already got one tire.
What's up, Danger Tater, Chato, DJ?
Left tire because it's glowing like a Christmas tree, and we've not really seen speeds get any higher than like 30 miles an hour.
And again, as we've been witnessing here, it's going back and forth.
Scott, welcome. Charles, what's up?
Though, would not try something at this
So front left tire burnt. Yeah, it looks like it's just the brake are on fire.
Not that's the case. They could have put out spike strips or just even did performed a pit maneuver on this vehicle to stop.
It's got just sparks flying.
I mean,
almost undrivable right now.
Yeah, and we're definitely at speeds low enough to do a pit maneuver. But you're right, Pat. If they believe this person has a gun, that really makes them hesitant to do some of those pit maneuvers or other types of actions that they would normally do during a chase. Because if they spin him around, and
I hate that the CBS website doesn't work on Chrome anymore.
Control over this car. I mean, making those turns has been difficult.
And that's kind of scary. Notice how much smoke is.
I'm gonna have to put Safari on my desktop.
Plus, there are other cars parked on either side of that street.
Right.
And that's problematic because this person has just, as you said, they don't have really control of this vehicle. That car seems to be doing what it wants to do.
God, it looks terrible.
Because of the damage done to it. This is pretty incredible. More sparks coming out the bottom.
The car looks terrible. What happened here?
A lot of sparks. And I can't tell. So the rubber looks like it's still on that one a little bit, Pat. That front right tire, we can see it wobbling around there. But
This would should theoretically you'd think it'd end pretty quick, but he's been driving longer than I even thought he would.
I was just listening to the radio traffic. He's holding out a bag of they think are narcotics.
Oh.
So
narcotics?
In his left hand, and I just saw him put his left hand out the window. Oh, the windshield wipers are on now too. There's a lot going on here. But he's got, see it in his left hand there, that baggie?
He's certainly holding something, which doesn't help him how he's maneuvering this car. Or I should say
it does look like a spare
right now. Yeah. Let's go back to the woman.
And then one of them's just gone.
Was driving this car, and could have been, but apparently she jumped out and he jumped in.
Yeah, so she was the initial driver when they made the traffic stop, and when I was listening to it, it sounds like they ordered her out of the vehicle. She complied, and when that happened, then he jumped in the driver's seat and took off with it.
So we had a passenger exit.
Or if she's in custody, or you know where they've got her.
Why is it scraping? I think he lost one of the tires.
Got out of the car during the traffic stop. What I believe was at their request, and then he jumped in, and that tire is just so hot.
What's up, Nashby?
What concerns me as well is
an OG stinky. Thank you. I think I'm gonna shave actually, but
it could spark enough to even catch on fire.
Oh, absolutely.
Wonderfinger, it does seem like that, doesn't it? But I mean, it's been going on for 4 minutes of my stream time. It's more than I thought.
To it as well. That's obviously not a good thing to do. I mean, I'm sure if when this
I thought it'd be over by now.
Please come look at the brakes. If it doesn't cool down.
He's got a gun.
But you know,
so this could be a standoff. We could be here a while.
You wonder what's the you know, we always try to say this, but what's the motive of this person? Like, how do they think this is going to end?
She was the driver. They got pulled over. She got out, and then he just switched to the driver's seat. DJ, that's what it sounds like.
You've got a bunch of LAPD units behind him. You've got a helicopter overhead. They're very clearly,
she was ready to give out. He was
not.
not.
The way they want it to. So you just wonder why they don't pull over.
See the sparks,
if they threw something out of the window, whether it's narcotics or whatever it is, they could.
It's fire. There's fire now.
Sure, can't tell exactly.
Or
from
no,
this,
is that just a
picture,
brake light
sure they're right behind,
in the smoke?
This vehicle.
Yeah,
God, that looks bad.
Yeah, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6 units.
Yeah, hell, Homer, I think you're probably right. I think this could go on for a while.
He is allegedly armed. And every now and again, Pat, too, we see a lot of smoke start to come out of the side. So it makes me wonder how long this car is going to be able to put up with this. You see, look at it. Watch the tire spin. Look, so it's obviously front-wheel drive. So he hits the gas, and then
here it is. This is it.
All that smoke coming out of the car. Is he going to give up? What's he going to try to do?
Yeah, I think the car gave up on him just now.
And Neva Place in the
And
Highland
they are
Park
lighting
area.
him up with you know.
Which makes it hard to see for them. They've
the
got all that
video
smoke
on
pouring
Fox
out. I mean,
is
you've got the
exactly the
helicopter
same.
overhead
I
that's
don't
gonna
know. It
give them
just
stuff,
looks
but
like
that
it's just a
car is
little bit
smoking
better.
A lot.
But
this guy should probably get out before.
I think I'm gonna switch
does
us.
get
Hold
fired.
on, sorry. It's the
Exactly.
same video, but it looks like just I'm watching it on
He's
different
moving
YouTube.
around.
I'm
Yeah,
watching
like
on
you were
YouTube
saying,
there,
he's
and then I'm
very,
watching
very
it on the
over
website
in
here.
what they
which is
call
obviously not-
officially a code 4. We have a long way to go until that happens because it doesn't look like the suspect, even though the vehicle stopped, is going to come out as easily as we might think. So
Did
we're
they
gonna
do
watch
spike
this
strips
play
in
out
Ashby?
here.
I'm not sure, but it kind of looks like it,
You look
right?
at the officer's body language. One just sort of ran away, probably to
5+ cops. It looked like
communicate with
they
the
had
other
more than
officers
5
and
police cars
strategize
behind
on,
him,
on
right?
what they're going to do. You can see the suspect
But I don't know. There's
behind
not much with the bingo card
the
tonight,
wheel
I
here.
don't think.
Can't quite tell what he's doing. One hand on the wheel, it looks like.
I don't
Perhaps
think the car's
he's on
on
the phone.
fire.
Perhaps he's just contemplating his options. Not a lot of
Maybe,
options
though.
at
The
this point.
smoke keeps
it
coming
doesn't
off of
look
it.
like the vehicle has any juice left, or even just the ability to be able to continue on, because we've seen a cat and mouse
Cold
game
light
go
Euro
on
time is just
where
going the
officers
opposite
have,
way on a road. So
gotten to this point, literally out of the
Wrong
vehicle.
side of the
suspect
road.
is stopped in a vehicle, and then the suspect takes off. So we've seen that play out on the air. Hopefully that's not the case. I don't even think the vehicle, as mentioned, has the power to go any further, given how damaged
Got
it
the
is.
windshield wipers on, just in
are
case.
going. I just saw that happen as well. So this could be, you know, one of those situations where either he has to be coaxed
you know,
out.
DJ, I feel like the prediction is a no, but also I guess he could start
officers will
driving.
figure out,
He
you know,
may
one way or
surprise
the
us.
other to
Like
get the
RZ
suspect
said
out
that
if
same
he
thing.
just decides not to come out. Okay, so we're seeing some activity.
Maybe he'll surprise us.
One of his arms came out for a second.
But it does seem like the vehicle's
Okay,
cooked.
joining
It doesn't
me
matter
right
now.
now is
And
Dennis
Bobby, what's
Zine.
up?
He is a reserve officer. He's with the LAPD for decades. Appreciate you jumping on the air with me, Dennis, on this Friday night.
Fucking
I'm doing
Dennis.
my best to narrate this. Why don't you take it away? What are officers up against in this situation?
Well, I don't see a broadcast going right now. Are we on live TV at the moment? 'Cause I don't
Yes.
see it.
Dennis,
yes,
come
we're
on, man.
Channel, Fox 11 Plus, which is channel 13. So if you want to
Okay.
switch over to channel 13,
Yeah, El Homer,
what
I
you're
think
going
you're
to see,
probably
Dennis,
right,
is
but-
a sedan.
Here we go.
Sedan that
Okay.
is surrounded, or actually just not in the front. Well, officers might be in the front, but you see the scene down below. The vehicle
I see.
doesn't have any tires left in the front. Literally riding on rims. Came to a stop here on a residential street in Highland Park. Officers' guns have been drawn for, I don't know, 3-4 minutes now. And we do
When the
know
brake
it's a
rotor gets
suspect,
filed down
one man behind the wheel,
by having it
reportedly armed with a
makes
gun.
it harder to roll and keep
Okay, so we're in a
propelling
standoff
the car
between the
forward.
units and the suspect or suspects in the car. I can see the suspect moving around in the car. Do we have only one suspect in the car?
As far as we know, but you know how that goes.
Right, right.
BC,
There might be
I'm
someone
not
in the back or ducked down.
positive. They think that he's
so they're in a
armed,
standoff,
and
and I just tuned in to see where we're at with it. So obviously, the officers will call for backup. They have, I think, 3 units there now. They'll bring
Man
in
with
the
a
K9.
gun.
They need the K9, and the standoff will last for a bit until the individual decides.
Clear
to
Joker,
surrender,
I think
or
I actually
they'll
should
use some
add that to
type
the
of,
bingo.
Devices to neutralize.
I think that would be
and to
a
bring the suspect out of the
worthwhile
vehicle.
ad.
They'll be negotiating as much as they can. If there is a weapon, and the individual decides to use that weapon, that'll also.
You used to work for this guy, Wonderfinger? It's the same guy, right?
It goes into something more serious than the conversation. Looks like the car may be on fire or smoking somehow. We see smoke emitting from the vehicle.
Well, that was because the tires are blown out. I mean, there could be other damage, of course, but literally riding on rims. So there was a whole lot of sparks in this pursuit as well.
Yeah, I just tuned in to see the static.
Sentless knows this guy?
Stationary position with
This
the
guy
units
in this
behind.
phone?
It looks like they've got at least 3
Are you
units
talking about
there.
somebody who's just the same
Additionally,
name, or
there's a
we're talking about
supervisor
this guy?
who should be responding.
Wait, he's
the
moving.
standoff may last for about
It's not
a while,
over.
or if there's
It ain't over. Shut up, Dennis.
Excuse me.
Silence,
desire to
Dennis.
exit the vehicle, but they'll be encouraging the individual.
Shut the fuck up, Dennis.
We see a man with a gun. Apparently, a gun was involved in the situation, which
they just got to interrupt him. Say, Dennis, shut the hell up.
Great. There we go. Now we're on the movement again.
Yeah. So I was just saying that I wasn't sure. I was explaining to our viewers, they've seen it too, the whole cat and mouse thing before.
Good thing I didn't call the prediction.
Vehicle stops for a while, and they taunt officers, and this is what we're seeing again. I just didn't think that the car had the ability.
Nah, he's got the ability. He's going. Hold on. Why?
I thought it was damaged enough, but it doesn't look like that's the case. So we're on the move again.
I'm scared to stick with this right now.
Street and York Boulevard in Highland Park. Speeds, obviously, that's not the issue. It's 20 miles per hour or so, but obviously we have a dangerous person behind the wheel, armed, according to law enforcement, and doing anything they can, Dennis, to stay out of handcuffs. But this can only go on for so long.
Well,
Sean, what's up?
The right side of
Yo,
the car,
Gucci Guns, welcome.
Damage
Good to
right
see you.
Car. We see smoking, whether that's smoking tires or.
And step here, yeah, you're right. I don't know what he's doing. He took off again, Contra. It's not over.
In good condition. That will only go for so long until it ceases to continue. And at that time,
what's
they
up,
can
Beal?
move in. But obviously, we've got an air unit overhead.
Can you get us some on the ground?
Involved, if not at the scene. So this will continue
footage
until that car gives out.
Is it a Toyota?
It doesn't look like the operator of that car intends to surrender.
Maybe.
And the slow speed obviously is one factor, but the fact was we're a heavily populated area, and we encourage residents, if you see this coming, stay out of the way. We don't know if the individual is going
How
to
close
fire
are you, Beal?
if there is a weapon, or they use the
It will start to catch fire again. Yeah.
The bystanders need to stay out of the
He let it chill.
way of the units.
It's a Camry.
The police units
Okay.
that will be in pursuit, as well as this individual who's trying to flee at a very, very slow speed. Maybe the car's inoperable. It's going to become inoperable the way that he's moving very slow speed down the roadway.
Yeah. So now we're at Piedmont Avenue and Avenue 61, Highland Park. We picked this up in Highland Park, a sedan heavily damaged.
Is
the right side,
loose tire? Dude, I think the tires. I think he lost one
had
of them.
it stopped for some time,
I don't know about any of the
5-6
others.
minutes total. The driver thought
Leroy,
that he
what's
could
up?
go
Who
a
is-
little
I
bit
don't know
further.
who
Now
it
we're
is.
stopped again.
But he
here on
stopped, and
Piedmont
he stopped for
Avenue.
like a few minutes and started again.
At this point, I think of having covered these
6
for so
to
long.
9 blocks away.
Why not just do a pit maneuver? Is it because the streets are so tight, or just because it's only a matter of time, given how damaged the vehicle is?
Well, the problem with the pit maneuver is if the individual does have a weapon.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very
really
obvious
puts the
question, but
officers in
thanks,
great
Dennis.
danger.
Yes.
You
When
don't
they
want to
worry that the
expose
person is
the
armed, they
officers any more
tend
danger than they're
to
exposed
be a
to. If he gets out of the car
little.
and starts firing at the officers, we don't know what
He's got his hand out the window. They tend to be a little hesitant to do a pit move when they think that the person's armed.
There's a possible weapon involved to get involved in a shooting or to have an officer shot. It's not. No one's going to play John Wayne.
It's in
and play the
California,
hero.
that's
They'll
right,
play
Scal.
this out as long as it's going to take, but they're not going to jeopardize, and we don't encourage them to jeopardize their safety.
We need Eliana. Oh, she's going again.
If there's a possible
But I don't think
weapon.
NBC's on
And
this
apparently
chase.
That was the call.
Where's
there was a
Eliana
weapon
at?
involved at some time during this pursuit. So with that caution, these
Okay,
officers
we're gonna
obviously
get
have families
Eliana.
that want to
Hold
go
on.
home at night. We don't expect them to risk their lives in this situation when there's a possible weapon, or they could do a pit. Or they could do spikes. There's all kinds of things
it's not
they could do,
Eliana,
but the car
but
is really not going to be able to operate.
They're
for any
either
length of time. As you see,
behind
it's got
or
extensive
ahead. I think
damage.
they're actually ahead.
It's kind of like just putting along
So,
the roadway. But I don't see
I'm gonna
it,
switch us. It's a
excessive
little
speed
ahead.
or the ability to do that. And he'll just play this out as long as he can.
So we don't have to listen to Dennis anymore. Sorry,
Well,
Wonderfinger, if you like Dennis.
Sometimes in these pursuits, they end up letting these people go so that they don't cause as much damage, so that they don't hurt anybody else. But I don't see that happening in this one. It's not high speed. It's dangerous, but it's not high speed. So they'll probably just stay with him until they are able to apprehend him. Can you get a little closer, George? All right, so there's the suspect again. I'm gonna hit my digital doubler there. You can see him gesturing. Looks like he's probably talking to the officers. The officers are giving him commands, telling him to turn
He
the
stopped
vehicle
3
off,
times now.
get
The
out of
first 2
vehicle.
times he took off. So we'll see. I feel like this is a really bad angle. This sucks.
But he's
Dennis
not
and
Yeah,
Fox just have a way better angle. I don't know why NBC is so bad right now. Get your shit together. I'll let them figure that out. We'll go back to Dennis.
So it's Piedmont Avenue and Sumter Drive, Highland Park, obviously, to Dennis's point, a busy area on this Friday night. He is outnumbered by a number of LAPD officers. So here we are again in a similar situation, maybe a mile prior when we saw him stop. The vehicle is smoking. The 2 front tires are gone. You know, all that LAPD was saying to us was that this is a man with a gun. I don't know if that's the original want. We're working to get some more information on that. Nonetheless, somebody who's dangerous, who's doing everything that they can to stay out of custody. And,
if he takes off again, the answer is yes. All he's got to do is drive again. Answer is yes for the prediction.
Looks like maybe Dennis a
if he
hand
doesn't,
out. Hard to tell.
Answer is no.
Well, with the smoke, it's hard to tell the smoke coming through, but obviously the officers will be able to see. They've got spotlights on the vehicles, and the police vehicles.
I kind of feel like he's going to drive again.
Air unit overhead has some high-intensity lights that they'll be able to utilize to illuminate the situation. But with the smoke coming out, you would think the car may be on fire because it wouldn't normally be smoking. So if the engine's on fire or some
Dennis should retire from this
situation that is causing that smoke, that's not normal.
I think you might actually be letting it cool down for a little bit. Okay, I mean, I can see that the NBC one just still isn't as good of an angle. Sorry, it's just still not as good. I'd rather watch NBC, but this is still the best angle.
John Wayne. They're going to hold a distance until he
even though Dennis is annoying. Wonderfinger, how do you know this dude?
Go on for quite a period of time. Apparently, it has.
Did you work in law enforcement?
This moment is continuing at the stop and go, and now we're at the stop mode, and they're standing by, and individuals.
Second chase today, yeah, this is robust. It is.
In a situation where they're playing cat and mouse.
Wacko, what's up? Yeah, this is the second chase today. I streamed today. What was like a little before 8 a.m. my time, a little before 6 a.m. on the West Coast. There was a police chase.
I was making the observation that I can't imagine how long it could go on given the damage to that vehicle, but hey, as long as he can stay out of custody, we've seen that they will do whatever that they can. So on your
if you want to see it, you can see the VOD. I think I left it up on Twitch and YouTube.
Highland Park. We thought that this was going to be over.
I don't know. I barely remember. It wasn't that exciting, but it wasn't shitty either. I forget, Dave.
He's not giving up easily.
Did a pit move or something? I forget already. No, yeah, the news lost it for a minute. And then by the time they caught up with it again, the police had just
what's actually happening down on the ground,
pit, or the guy drove off the road, something, I don't know.
Because there's a lot more anxiety.
Use this footage on mute and listen to the other stream, yeah.
And there very well could be a communication, a dialogue underway, right?
But I mean, a lot of their communication right now, I think, is just nonsense. But let's see.
But this is the third time where he stopped and appeared to be cooperating. Got his arm out the window there.
Had a job working for the city of LA. Okay.
Not actually getting out of the vehicle. He seems agitated. He's sure moving around a lot in that vehicle. Now his arm's back in the window. Yeah, so the trouble with this is his
what is this
nature,
thing?
Right? When someone is just complying, it's easy to know what's going to happen. But this guy has been so unpredictable that I'm sure the officers are going to be
The thing that's weird about this is we're listening to audio, watching this one is the one they're ahead on NBC.
And so because that
everything that's happening over there, which is not anything different, is just a little bit ahead.
So that suspect doesn't harm himself, and ideally so that the officers don't have to harm him either.
Yeah, Sean, there was a stream this morning. I streamed this morning a little before 8 a.m. here, but a little before 9 a.m. on the East Coast.
Just give me what you can.
It was still dark outside in LA.
So we're going to try and reposition a little bit here, get a little bit better shot.
He's tweaking. Yeah, Wacko, he is. He might still keep going. Totally. I kind of actually think he will. No, Gucci, I'm here in Nashville. I'm back home.
We're gonna do a little bit of housekeeping here. We're gonna move a little bit. Hopefully get you guys a better shot.
Come on, NBC, get us a better shot.
All the other media stations are up here, so there's a lot of traffic up here, plus the law enforcement ships, so there's a lot to deal with when you are covering a pursuit like this.
Yeah, KTLA's there now too. Let me see their angle.
We stay safe.
Yeah, they got a little bit different angle. I kind of like theirs better right now. This is still the best one. But I think NBC's going to try to get an angle more like this. Everyone's just got a little different angle on the same shit. Look at this guy.
All right, if we can park it in here somewhere, George, and then just go closer to it.
Yeah.
If we go like due west.
I'm looking at all of them, and this is still the best
one. This
one.
works. Yeah, just keep coming around. And if you just go straight at it now.
Let's hear what they got to say on ABC. Nothing. Okay, they're not talking. What about KTLA? Silence. Okay, everybody's silent. Let's go back to these guys.
They will pick it up perhaps with an update on the Fox 11 News at 10 o'clock. We'll keep a watch. You can continue on online on foxla.com/live for more live coverage. In the meantime,
Jenny needed help with the closet, dude. She got it all together.
LAPD. Thanks so much for hopping on this Friday
I didn't have to do anything.
My pleasure. Thank you.
All right, the standoff continues with an armed suspect in Highland Park. LAPD is the lead agency. I'm Marla Tejas. We thank you so much for being with us. We'll see you back here at 11 o'clock for Good Night.
Okay,
how do you
we're
top
here.
a Shakey's pizza? Add Shaky Bites, garlic cheese bread, or a giant cookie. Your choice, just $5 when you buy any large pizza. Feed more for $5 at Shakey's, the People's Pizza Park.
You can see that caution tape.
It's Saturday night.
You can walk back there to keep people out of the area. George, can you slide a little bit northwest for me?
What's up, Bendo?
Yeah, that tree is creeping into our frame.
And Roy Story, what's up? You got 20 points. I mean, dude, I'm not going to pay it out right now. I feel like the guy could still drive. I don't know. I would have paid it out earlier, and I would have screwed some people over. So I feel like I might as well just wait.
He was driving, throwing sparks. We saw
what are you going to do
sparks driving on a wheel.
with the points anyway, man?
See the smoke coming out of that vehicle. All right, that's good right there, George. Can you push towards it?
I don't understand.
Yeah, whatever you can.
Why the NBC one is always quiet. Their stream is always the quiet one. But they also happen to be the one that usually doesn't have any graphics on the screen.
That tree is creeping in.
Jesse, yeah, I guess so, but maybe it's cooling off. Because he was driving around, this car has been, like, the brakes are on fire, like, his sparks are coming because he doesn't have a tire or a wheel in general, really. Last I checked, he was talking about Peg and Sam. That's disturbing.
Turn the vehicle off. Get out of the vehicle. You can see him.
Where's Eliana at? I guess she's off tonight. She's got this guy instead. Look at all these police officers.
He's been not really complying when he stops like this, and we've also seen him take off after being sitting there.
Also a thing, I have it down mixed to mono, but it's only coming out of the left channel. All the time, the NBC one, it only comes out of the left channel and it's super quiet. Don't understand.
Stopped, but it is definitely not over.
Thanks. Yeah, Atlas or ATL, I don't know, but yeah, I love it too. I think it's fun. I think that there's not too many places where people are using channel points in a really fun way, and this is one of them, I think. Yo, thank you for following, Nate. It might be a long send-off. El Homer, it really might be.
So you can see behind our scene, they've got that street blocked off, keeping people out of this area. And you know, I've seen these things go on for hours where they sit. All right, that's good right there, George, thanks. Where these individuals just kind of barricade them inside the vehicle for quite a while.
If you're on YouTube, hit the like button. It's free, easy, simple, costs you absolutely nothing. It might help me, I don't know.
They can launch into that vehicle to make it an uncomfortable place to force that suspect out of that vehicle. Sometimes they use those quickly, sometimes they don't use them quickly. Right now it looks like they're using time to just wait this out, let this guy cool off, let the suspect just kind of come down and make a good choice to end everything, and give himself up. But right now he's wanted for
why is the Nightbot spamming all of a sudden?
Officers.
Yeah, oh no, Binky, I had the same thought. I was like, what?
We're just going to wait and bring you the end of this pursuit whenever it happens.
They never shoot the tires, no. Send in the drone Bearcat, send in the Super Puma.
And there's motion behind with the officers.
Send in the dog.
You know, they're talking to each other, getting organized, seeing what their options are, deciding what they want to do.
I didn't bring my water in here.
They're talking to the police ship overhead. And that police ship is giving them information. They've got thermal cameras. They can see inside that vehicle and see a little bit better what's going on. That police ship is also much, much lower and is able to really get a good look at what's going on in there. So in these kinds of situations, the officers, a lot of time, they just want to use time. They want to let this individual calm down, cool off, come to their senses, and give up on their own so that the officers don't have to hurt them. The person doesn't end up hurting themselves. But right now, this person doesn't seem to be complying. They're just sitting in that vehicle.
Okay, I'm back.
They're having a bad day. That's what they're having there. Sitting in that vehicle having a bad day.
I got some water. I got some expired Doritos.
Not complying with officers.
Send in Beal. There you go.
Now we wait. Now we're just going to wait and see what happens. It'll end eventually. And with this scenario that's happened today with the assault on the officers, it's very unlikely that even if this pursuit takes off again, it's pretty unlikely that they're going to let this person go. They're going to want to get this person off the streets. They've proved themselves to be dangerous, and
they're so expensive now. Yo, there's this store here. It's one of those like Amazon, whatever resale stores, right? All the stuff that gets returned to Amazon, whatever. They also had like Frito-Lay boxes, but it's like stuff. These things expired. Right, so it's like stuff that's like recently expired and it's like super cheap.
No one gets hurt.
Get like a huge box of chips. Sven, how's it going? Chips are $5 a bag. Yeah, that's crazy. I used to work at the Frito-Lay factory. And they used to have case sales every week. I mean, I could just get bags of chips anytime. Like literally just walk up and take a bag of chips. Nobody's gonna care. But
you are looking at the
they would have case sales, and you could basically get like the biggest, like whatever, the family size bags, whatever, for like a quarter. So you buy a case for like $5 and it'd be like a whole bunch of those.
LAPD pursuing original want was a man with a gun.
It's like a quarter, like
turning into assault
50 cents or something. You get those bags.
4 police officers. As this individual
it's just a lot of chips to have, right? And I'm like, I give them to everybody I know, but it's like, how much can I really have?
Gun to assault with a deadly weapon. And we've seen this person
buy a case of
stop multiple times like this and then take off. Right
Cheetos
now,
are big bags, and it's like
sitting here on, I believe this is North
got like
Street,
a year's worth of Cheetos all of a sudden.
They are just sitting in their car right now. LAPD is no doubt.
Those chips sound fresh there or not. Let me see, when do they expire?
Get out of that vehicle to turn it off.
February 11th of this year is when these ones were
they are not complying right now.
Guaranteed fresh until.
We've seen them put their
hands they're fine, whatever.
Of the window a few times. Saw him stick his head out the window. It appears that there's only one person in that vehicle in the driver's seat.
Are they going to do something here?
There's a little bit of activity there from the police officers behind him. I don't know if they're getting ready to.
Vaughn selling Cape Cod or kettle chips. Okay.
Into that vehicle.
Beal knows about the deals.
Approach that vehicle, but it looks like there is some activity back
if you're
there.
on YouTube, just hit a thumbs up.
But right now,
really easy.
Looks like they're moving around, organizing, talking. Perhaps
there you go. I got a graphic on the screen even.
The individual in the vehicle has, you see his arm.
They still taste good. Yeah, they taste fine, you know. When I worked at the factory, I got used to like tasting them when they literally come out of the fryer. So like they're still hot, like the seasoning is still, you know, like fresh and kind of wet.
That's pretty much the extent.
So I mean, these are nowhere near that, but it's okay.
From that individual so far.
They're a little stale, but you know.
So what's good is this person is they're not driving.
Yeah, Wonderfinger.
Streets anymore. We saw a number of close calls.
If you're at the factory, like the Cheetos that come out of the fryer, or even the Doritos, but I think the Cheetos are the best ones, straight out of the fryer. The Fritos too, whatever. As soon as they come out of the fryer and they get the seasoning, like they go through a fryer, then they get in this big drum and they get seasoning all sprayed on them, and then they come out and they get moved along in these big conveyor belts that like, it's not like a conveyor belt, it's like a thing that shakes. Right, just shakes and moves them all along, and then they go into a bag and then into a box. But you can get them while they're on that big shaker thing, right? So before they're ever put into any bag, and super good. So if you like Doritos or Cheetos or anything like that, that's the best place you can possibly get them is right after they come out of the fryer.
It looks like those officers aren't organizing anything. You can tell the less lethal, when they deploy less lethal munitions, they...
At the Dr. Pepper building, they had a pop machine that would be like fresh pop. It tastes different.
So they're easy to identify as less...
Or it was just really cheap.
I don't see any of that right now. They're pretty easy to spot.
Get a job at the chip factory now. Dude, I ate a lot of chips because like you go in the break room and they just have tons of chips. There's been like a million of these little bags, you know.
It's a slow tool, but it's an effective tool to get people to calm down and give themselves up.
This guy's not giving up.
Time is one of the,
making me want to get some Doritos. Yeah, dude. Go get yourself some expired Doritos. He lived across the street from Coca-Cola bottling company. Walk up to the window and get freshly bottled pop. Oh, that's badass. Yeah. There's a job for eating chips. Yo, if you guys want some more information on how it works.
Can you give me a little Northwest, please?
I'd totally tell you. So I used to fry Cheetos. Cheetos was my job. So
and maybe some air conditioning.
I'm running this big-ass Cheeto fryer, which sketch a little bit doesn't work all the time that great. But it's huge. And... it takes cornmeal from these silos that are outside and brings it in. And then it goes through these little things called extruders, which like form the shapes of it. And it's just kind of random and weird. But anyway, then they're like, you don't want to eat those. Like before they're cooked, they're just like weird. You can't really eat them. And then they go through a fryer and go through this big drum where all the salt and cheese get sprayed on it. And then it goes out. But here's the thing. There is an exact, not exact, but there are focus groups of people who sit there and pick out what are the ideal Cheetos, not just the way they taste, but the way they look, right? So the way they look and the way they taste is judged. And so you go in this room 3 times a day. If you're making the chips, if you're making the Doritos, the Cheetos, whatever, the Lay's, then you go in this room and you open up this little bag that's like a little white bag, and it's got the perfect chips, right? So it's like some study group decided that these were the ideal ones, right? Like they are the perfect size, the perfect shape, the perfect taste, right? So then you compare the ones that you just made with the ideal Cheetos. And then you stand in a room, and I mean, it's not always this way, but sometimes it's more than one person, or it'll just be, a lot of times it's just you, but sometimes it's like a whole group of people, and everyone will eat the Cheeto and then taste the other Cheeto, and you'll be like, all right, so what about the shape? And then everyone has to vote 1 through 5. And they'll be like, all right, 1, 2, 3, and then people put out a 5 or a 1 or whatever, right? And then it would be like, okay, so how about the taste? How about the saltiness? How about the blah, blah, blah? Like you just rate it in all these different ways. You got to do it 3 times every shift. So it gets done like, I don't know, 10 times a day.
You're just spraying sparks.
That's how the girls have body morphing issues for real. You ever pick out Cheetos that look like Jesus? I saw nothing like that.
So luckily that
and
is gone. You can see they put some police tape up.
If it started making shit that looked really weird, you'd have to just throw it out. You know, we threw out tons of Cheetos. Right? Like I would have to, if the fryer started doing something stupid, you just have to dump it all out, and they would never bag it, nothing.
They got a vehicle there at the bottom of the screen.
If it hadn't had the seasoning on it, they would take it to like a farm and let animals eat the cornmeal or whatever. But
unknowingly,
if it had the like the hot Cheeto spray on it, like what are they gonna do? They just throw that shit out. Dog should be there in an hour. There you go. Big Merle, what's up?
That vehicle's been sitting there.
Are you effing? Yeah, is anybody effing? I think I should be okay.
You can see there's some people standing in the street down here watching.
But yeah, that's why there's not more Jesus-shaped
we saw a crowd earlier
Cheetos, Charles, because that would cause extreme panic in the factory. Yo, Mick, what's up? How you doing?
It looks like those officers. It looks like there's people. They're waving some people away.
The jalapeno ones? At the place I worked, we only made the hot Cheetos and the regular Cheetos. There were none of the other types. They're trying to get people. Beal, get out of here. Tell them Beal to get out of there. How'd they get the weird Cheeto shapes, man? They just made it through, I guess. Subby, what's up? Somebody fell asleep at the fryer, Beal, and had some weird looking shapes getting made. The bootleg Cheetos, yeah. How are you? I'm good.
This is a great spot, George.
They make barbecue flavored Cheetos? Really? I don't know about that, but this sounds interesting. What was it that we had ketchup Cheetos in Canada? There were ketchup Cheetos. Mick, you probably know about those ones, right? The ketchup Cheetos. I was not a big fan of the ketchup Cheetos. We haven't actually seen this guy put his hands out the window in a while, right? He kept having his hands out the window.
Oh, it hasn't ended yet.
And at this point, I don't see that. Kind of like the KTLA one better. Hold on. This one's fine. You can see the cops. But on the KTLA one, you can see the car a bit better. So I'm going to show us that for a minute. And The guy's still in there moving around. But yeah, have you guys ever had ketchup Cheetos? Canadians like that shit, I guess. Barbecue Fritos, yeah. Yeah, Mick, we don't really have the ketchup ones here. Very Canadian. They're right behind the library right now. Curry? They have curry Cheetos? But Bendo, yeah, they make ketchup Cheetos. And they make ketchup Lay's, yeah. Missing out on the poutines. I had one in Vancouver. I don't remember if I had anyone anywhere else. Jenny, we had poutine at this like pizza place in Toronto. But I think people were shit talking and acting like it wasn't legit. Remember, Jenny, the place that we went that gave us free food, they had an appetizer that was like a poutine. He's going to make sure he does all the drugs he's got. Charles, that's very possible. They said that this guy was hanging a bag of drugs out the window while he was driving. That's what they said. Try it with Philly steak. That was not poutine. All right, I'm sorry to offend any Canadians in the chat by saying that an item that was on the menu that said it was poutine was not actually poutine. I apologize. Okay, it froze. Thank you. I'll fix it.
I'll pop this window.
Pickle flavored Cheetos? That sounds terrible. Just saying you ate poutine, it sounds bad. Poutine from a pizza place is sacrilegious, really? Yeah, Sean, I don't know. I guess so. Why did poutine never take off in America? It's a strange thing. It's just a strange dish. And yeah, you would think, I don't know, cheese curds are totally a thing in Wisconsin, Minnesota. I mean, look at Culver's. This is the best view of any of the news stations right now. But they're not saying anything on this station. Just a word, Charles?
News Center, Skycam.
He still has a car on. I know I haven't called the prediction because I'm not even sure if he's really done. I mean, probably, but like, I'm not that sure. Will you get stranger food at the fair than poutine? Yeah, I think so. Plenty of Americans don't even know what poutine is, for sure. Yeah.
Mic check, testing 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1. Mic check 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3.
I think most people I know would not know what that was. And apparently, I still haven't had real poutine or something like the. Apparently, I didn't get it was squeaky, whatever. I don't know. We had one. What's up, Streetwalker? Fattest country in the world doesn't know poutine, right? We got much worse dishes. Yeah, Streetwalker, we are in Beal's area. Apparently this is a library that Beal goes to get his books or to use the computer or something. God, I got a lot of alerts about this chase.
News Center, Skycam, you copy?
Poutine is too healthy for America. Big Bro said we got the double down, makes poutine look like kale. Sure.
Okay, I was wondering how my audio sounds.
Your audio sounds terrible, dude.
Mic check, testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Meat pies, yeah.
Mic check, testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I had a meat pie there.
Okay, solid but low. How's that? I turned it up quite a bit. Is that better?
You know,
mic check, testing 1, 2, 3,
it's
4,
not
5.
better. Sorry, dude. You sound
5,
terrible.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I guess I'm gonna get rid of this. I'll let him figure that out. We'll listen to the NBC guy.
Like gas canisters, pepper balls, and bean bags to try and force that suspect out of the vehicle. So far, we have not seen that happen.
Yeah, you're right, Subby.
They have just been
kinda right
holding their positions behind that suspect, giving commands. They've been securing the scene to make sure that nobody wanders into this. So you can see that crime scene tape on the top end of the frame, and then down here we've got several police vehicles. They've got flares deployed down there. You can see them at the bottom of the frame.
What is going on with your chat box?
Keeping people.
I don't know why it's like that.
Street.
Are they high and waiting for the cops to come to their window? The guy's definitely high. As far as what he's waiting for, I don't know. Yeah, they need a drone.
You can see the light from
He's sleeping? And we saw him moving around a minute ago, but he might be now.
I'm going to zoom out, see if we can find that ship for you. There he is, left side of frame.
Dave Portnoy doing poutine?
Light honed in there.
Yeah, there you go. Send him to that place. We happened to walk upon this place in Toronto where it was like
doing fast orbits around the scene.
Grand opening or whatever, soft opening, and they just gave us free food, free pizza, free poutine, free drinks.
Be able to give good information to the officers there on the ground. George, can you give me some northwest, please? Copy.
If he was in Koreatown, yeah.
If we need to back out.
Maybe there'll be another one in Koreatown.
And go around them, that's fine. I'd love to get closer though if we could. Right in there is good.
Think these are random Highland Park residents, or are these like stringers?
There's some people standing around.
I think there's random people from Highland Park, but I don't know.
Yep, right there is good, George. Thank you.
I can't tell what he's doing in the car. From this angle, this is the best angle we got, and I just still don't know.
I don't know about you guys, but I like to enjoy a nice popcorn snack during a pursuit.
Okay, man. Let me see if this guy's audio is better. Still, we got a guy talking about eating popcorn. Okay. Well, LAPD got nothing else to do. I think they could, Bendo, I think they could probably just go pull them out.
Once
but
again,
like,
thank you for joining us on the web. This is Gil Davis in Sky 5. We are over a pursuit that has stopped here in the Highland Park area. This is Piedmont Avenue and Sumter Drive. The suspect in the vehicle was wanted originally for a man with a gun call.
Gil's mic is so bad.
Officers tried to pull the vehicle over. The vehicle fled and the chase was on surface streets from the Lincoln Heights area over here to Highland Park, where he had stopped several times during the chase.
I can't tell if he's moving around in there or not. It's kind of hard to tell.
The vehicle and
I think he is
on the rim on that side,
but it's hard to tell like what's just a reflection.
Eventually the front brakes,
because he put no, there he is. He's moving. He's moving around.
Blowing as the pursuit was continuing on surface streets. At some point,
what's he doing though?
The suspect in the vehicle assaulted the officers. We're not sure exactly where that happened, but that is part of the want now on this vehicle.
Yeah, Charles, I don't know that they're waiting for anything other than for him to get out of the car.
We're hearing now that LAPD's in communication with family members,
oh.
And they know his name, and they're trying to bring this to a peaceful conclusion by having those relatives talk to the man and have him surrender. At this point, he is stopped here on Piedmont, mid-block, and I can tell you that the vehicle's registered to an address one house up. I'll come out wider and show you.
Wait, he lives right here?
It's going to be right where the target
he lives here.
You, here. Well, actually, it's off right now, but it's basically this house that the address
he drove home
back to on that registration. So he's very close to that home. We don't know if that's his home or if it's the vehicle's just registered to that location, but relatives are on scene.
He drove home
with LAPD, trying to assist to bring this to a peaceful conclusion. In the meantime, people have come out. There were some guys here in the park. They are still there. They actually backed up to the swings. But it's a dangerous situation with the man with the gun.
That's pretty cool, though. You're just on the swing watching this. That's kind of fun. This seems like a more fun thing to do on Saturday night or Friday night. It's Friday night. That seems cooler than what I'm doing. Yeah, whimsical. I think you're right for the most part. I mean, it's what's familiar, you know? It's familiar.
Apologize for our map there. It's acting up a little bit on us. But in the meantime, the standoff continues. You can see the man moving in the vehicle there.
ABC's just showing replay. Which, I don't know, maybe that's better than this, but I don't know. Were any of you not here to see this very slow speed, boring ass pursuit? Because they're replaying it on ABC. What kind of audio we got here?
On ABC 7. I'm Mark Brown.
Oh, are they going away from it right now? No. Okay, I'm going to go back because the other angle on KTLA is much better. And I like our guy Gil, even though his mic is fucked up. I do usually really like Gil Davis. Gil used to be the NBC guy. I don't know what happened, but he switched to KTLA, and then Eliano was now the... I don't know how the free agency and contract in the movement works for these different helicopter news people, but Gil switched teams. I always remember being like, this is Gil Davis and News Chopper 4 Bravo. Nope. No more News Chopper 4 Bravo for Gil. Now Eliana's in the news chopper for Bravo, and whoever that guy was is over here in it right now. That's wild. We find out like an hour almost later that... Oh, there's his phone.
Waving his phone out the window, the back window.
Just found out that his car is actually... This is actually his house. It's right out in front of his home. It's all ups and downs. That's good. Just like Stu used to be on CBS and now he's on Fox. Toyota ran like a champ. It did. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it could still keep going. There's his hand. So... They've apparently had contact with this guy's family. They're probably, I mean, presumably they might just be right across the street right now. But if that's the case...
Well, Mike, and share the standoff continues here.
I'm surprised that they haven't come outside.
Avenue here, refusing to
like
come
it seems to me, and I've seen this many times. I've seen it many times. Like the family member will just come out to the car and talk to him, right? And maybe the police don't want her to do that, but the family doesn't want him to get shot by the police. So oftentimes they'll come out there and just intervene. And I kind of wish they would. That tends to make for a really good clip. Honestly, it's really interesting if they would do that.
Those relatives are trying to make communication with the driver to try to get him to surrender. Now, interestingly enough, the vehicle that the man is in is registered to a home right here on Piedmont, one house up from where he stopped out here. The people that were in the park have moved back into the park, and that's good news. But LAPD continuing to be in a standoff.
God, his mic is so bad.
To end peacefully here with the relatives of the suspect.
But this is the best thing we got right now.
Trying to communicate with him to come out and surrender, but still, he's refusing to do so. Hand out the back window, and that's about as good as the LAPD is going to get, at least at this point. That's the latest overhead up in Sky 5. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
Gil Avis in Sky 5. Formerly of News Chopper 4 Bravo. The windshield wipers being on is so funny every time. I don't understand why that happens. They must be stuck on, right?
Hollywood.
Gil, don't leave me.
Yeah.
He's leaving. Gil's leaving.
Can we take York here, straight across?
Damn it, Gil. All right, we'll switch back to NBC.
I know that's out of the TFR.
We might not see the end of this, but we'll call it a no on the prediction if for some reason they leave and he's still sitting here. So I don't think this is gonna change, but it's still possible. Cops say the crowd is 20 strong. There's 20 people out there. And Beal's not one of them? Yeah, Gil's fired. Damn. I could take this opportunity to... I was playing this game that I downloaded for Jenny's sponsorship thing, and I think... if I open it right now, it'll complete... What the fuck was the name of that game? It'll complete the thing so that it'll move us to... It was something like Batman... Focus on the chase, Jenny. There's nothing going on here.
Go ahead.
Can we do a Sim Mafia Roblox night Jenny sponsorship? Alright, I'm down. If other people are down, I'll do it. We can put it on our PCs? Okay. There we go. I think I accomplished the thing that they wanted me to. If that's the case, I'm going to quit this game probably. I'll see what the next one is.
I can't see the video that they are going to be playing. Copy that. I'll do my best.
I think this is the last helicopter that's there. Yep. All right, there we go. I completed one more of the things. You can see it in Discord, Jenny.
Don't know if these are accurate. But what we're hearing is that the suspect is on the phone with his aunt, possibly, and he's trying to talk to his mother.
He's on the phone with his aunt.
But that's what we're hearing. And so I think that's a good indicator that this person, they're having some mental problems and they need to talk.
He's definitely having a mental issue today. And yeah, Jenny.
In this situation, giving up is going to be the best solution here. Giving up peacefully.
Definitely should just get out of the car and just lay on the ground. Yeah, just bore the helicopters away, then escape. All the police will fall asleep.
Now we're getting reports that the grandmother's on the phone.
Grandmother's on the phone.
They're going to come out. So there is a little bit of activity in the back. There's some lights.
Police are telling these people to get the hell out of there.
George, can we get closer?
Come on, Grandma. Get him out of the car. Come on, Grandma.
Yeah, I'll take everything you got.
But yeah, Jenny, the whole sign-up process, I was trying to help people in Discord, is a mess. Trying to get MKRQ set up for it.
Some activity there.
Wonderfinger was going to do it, but he said that they want to turn on tracking so that they can track your activity across the internet or whatever, so he didn't want to do it. And you can download PC games, you can download mobile games or whatever.
It looks like they're going to approach the car. They're moving some officers around.
They're going to go up there and get him? Okay, just go up there and get him. Add more salt, definitely. They track you? Yeah, I mean, apparently. I'm sure you could do the desktop games and it wouldn't give you that shit, but some of these apps, some of these games are going to require that. I don't know. On my phone, it doesn't even ask me. It's probably just doing it. I don't know. Wonderfinger said that it wanted him to change a setting, though.
This is better. So we're getting unconfirmed reports. The suspect is on the phone.
He's on the phone.
And whoever he's talking to is trying to get him to come out. You can see there's some officers hustling up over here.
It's like a client to download games. Not quite. It's just like a website dashboard that you join her community thing, and then it gives you this whole list of games, so you can download whichever ones you want and complete whatever the goals you want. So I downloaded a couple games and got a few achievements.
I need some more northwest there, George.
Allow apps to request to track as a feature controls whether apps can ask for permission to track your activity across other apps. It embeds some referral link in the system app downloader. Then they need to link your app to track your achievements. That makes sense. They need to track your achievements to their shit, right? So it's not necessarily malicious, but it has to happen. It's required. That makes sense. It's the only way they can know that I just got to level 8 or whatever.
a little bit.
Why?
All right, George, we're going to go to the 101 and the 134. All right. If you're watching streaming, we're actually going to move to a different pursuit now.
There's a different pursuit. Hold on. KTLA is on a different pursuit right now. Hold on.
This one go. It is probably pretty wrapped up. It will.
There's another chase.
Hopefully
hold on a second.
Up here pretty soon, and we're going to go to a new pursuit.
Yeah.
At,
why don't I see it?
So you guys get to join us as we transfer from one story to another live if you're still with us streaming.
Okay, we're gonna do another one. I don't know. KTLA doesn't seem to have video of it yet, or what's going on here? Hold on. Yeah, they do. Or they're somewhere in the area. Hold on.
Head to 101 and the 134.
Here we go.
Which is not too far away.
Another pursuit. Pursuit number 2. So we're gonna make
center your screen.
Okay, here we go.
A convertible silver vehicle. I think it's a Mustang. That's a high rate of speed here on Lancashire. Started in the Hollywood area. LAPD Hollywood Division officers tried to pull it over. It took off on him at a high rate of speed, in and out of streets, running red lights, and now we're here in North Hollywood with the same conditions. As we are hearing now from the assignment desk, it might be a stolen vehicle, and that's why he's driving so fast. Running red lights here. And the LAPD keeping track
top
of
down on this one, and the guy supposedly has a gun.
Units from Hollywood have dropped back because of the speed, but North Hollywood division of LAPD will likely
so where
pick
are we
up
at
the
right now
here
on my thing?
Under the 134 freeway, the night sunlight
okay,
is going to
so we're at 1, is when we hit 107 on my stream time, we're going to start a new prediction.
We are in trail. We have not seen him come out of the
But I don't know, that they might lose him right now.
Might have bailed out there or might have continued on.
This might be over. It looked like the night sun was over here.
Still under the freeway, so we'll see if we see anybody running or if.
Is this thing going to roll out again?
That would be the spot to foot bail. We've seen it time and again, and I did not see him come out
the other side. This is a new chase,
either.
Justin.
At this point, it looks as though, and there's really nowhere for him to go but to continue going north. So you would have seen him come out of there.
Jesus.
But he was going under at quite a high speed, so hard to say, really hard to say. LAPD has eyes on it. We've got eyes on it.
He closed the top.
And nobody's seen the suspect come out from underneath the freeway.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't even see him foot.
Yeah, we're trying to get. Okay, here we go.
Wait.
Go ahead, Gil.
Yeah, Rick. Where the
Gil,
the helicopter is where the pursuit is.
Where's he at, Gil?
Where's he at, Rick? Okay, I got him again here.
Okay, we're gonna do. We're gonna run the prediction.
Northbound on Lancashire here.
Okay.
Again.
So here we go. We're gonna call it when my stream hits 1 hour and 33 minutes.
So he's got the top
1 hour 33 minutes. Okay. So if this ends before it hits 1 hour 33 minutes.
More information. I'm going to try to get that from Elizabeth from on our assignment desk.
Right? Is that right?
1 hour. Or the vehicle was out
no, it's 1 hour 23 minutes.
If I'm not mistaken.
1 hour 23 minutes.
But in any event, northbound.
Yeah. 23. Right. Thank you, Phil. Right.
Continuing here with units
so
from, I
predict
it's now
if it's going to hit 1 hour 23 minutes or
not.
So
we've got North Hollywood Division officers in pursuit of this. Looks like a Ford Mustang convertible.
Where'd he go now?
Silver, and
he turned there. He's got to be here.
The top was down moments ago.
There he is. There he is.
Passenger.
He put the top up.
In that car.
No, Cher. It looked like it was just the driver that was in the vehicle, and we're having to make a turn back the other direction as the vehicles cross back under us here. But no, it looked like
what
it was
happened
just
last
the
chase? DJ, he just was stopped out in front of his house, and he was on the phone with his grandma.
On the wrong side of the road when we first spotted the vehicle, and he has since put the top back up. Here he goes, a right-hand turn.
I just don't have a lot of faith that the news is going to be able to track this dude. It's like they're struggling here.
I believe alongside the 170 freeway, he might have a chance to get on the freeway here. We'll see if he does that. But again, high rate of speed here.
All the helicopters just left.
There it is. There's the on-ramp to the freeway. So he's going to be going, I believe.
Okay, he's getting on a freeway.
170 freeway northbound, I believe it is. Let's see.
There's 105,000 points on yes. So if you're here and you got points to put on no, the odds are pretty good.
Are there any officers on the ground behind him at this point?
Yeah, there were units behind him. I can't see out the window. It's on my
the smart
side,
money is on no, I think.
Now that we have the vehicle pulling all the way out, I don't see him in trail at this point.
Okay, so we got tracking mode. We got the night sun.
Freeway, though, they may bring in the CHP to try to bring this vehicle to a stop.
Right. We did see about 3 police cars
and he's going 90. We got 90 plus.
They were trying to approach the vehicle, the area where that vehicle was when the convertible was under the overpass. But then it seems like they're no longer.
Who put 95,000 points on yes?
This car right now.
You're insane.
Yeah,
Eliza,
we'll
what's up?
See if CHP
or Eliza, I don't know which one it is.
Likely they will. And, you know, at this point, this is the second time that we've seen him on the freeway going at these speeds. Take a look at that. 100.
It was Phil.
Like 127 at one point. Is that correct?
Yeah, that is correct. He is really moving. Blacked out.
Blacked out now.
The taillights, at least. He's got
where the heck are the? Where's the night sun? He blacks out and then the night sun stops.
He blows right
Come on, man.
Hard on the brakes right now. Look at the traffic ahead.
Right now, he thinks they can't see him.
He has an opportunity to make a couple exits before the 5 freeway.
Bring back the night sun.
If he does stay on the freeway, he will hit the 5. No, he's going to exit here.
There's a traffic accident on the 110 blocking everything.
Looks like he's going to set up here for
there's the night sun again.
I believe this will take him. You can go either direction there, east or west.
Boy, this is so incredibly dangerous especially.
What's up, Subby? We got a second chase.
No lights.
This is the third chase of the day on TV.
Some sort of driving lights, but the main headlights look to be off as you compare their brightness to other cars that are in the area. That just there's nothing there. It's very little light. So
no lights, but use turn signal. I guess it's habit, dude.
180, 90, 100 miles an hour. You're certainly not expecting to see that on surface streets. And
different person. Yeah, it's a different car, different person.
This is just getting from bad to worse when you're seeing this sort of behavior on surface streets at night with no lights on. This is, again, believed to be a stolen car, possibly out of the Camarillo area. LAPD was on this on surface streets through Hollywood. It was wild, as you can imagine, much like what you're seeing here. Onto the freeway, obviously, for a time, and now back on surface streets. Not what you want to see with a driver moving in this fashion. This is a stolen car.
Like if you can tell that it's tracking you without the night sun?
The driver is the lone occupant. LAPD tracking this from the air, but on the ground thus far they have yet to re-engage since he's been off the freeway.
And likely because of the speed, he's moving so quickly, was able to jump on the freeway. There was traffic back in the North Hollywood area. Oh, look at that, that car coming through. He ran that red light. That truck didn't see him coming. Yeah, so that's the danger out here. As I come out wide, you'll see there's no units directly behind him, just the night sunlight helping to follow the vehicle here. And they're going to try to get LAPD units from North Hollywood back on.
Oh, he's stopping.
Might be stopping.
Or is this a turn?
What's he going to do here? He's going to make a turn.
Turn his lights off again.
He's going to continue on Sherman Way here. He's eastbound, heading towards the Burbank Airport. And we'll see what direction he decides to make.
Well, thankfully,
he's at Vineland. Let's see. We're going to come up here and make a right-hand turn.
Yeah. Well, thankfully, it looks like you know, this area is pretty quiet right now. You know, as far as people walking around.
They got him on NBC now too.
When he goes through these intersections and blows through the red lights, it's just, my gosh, you're on the edge of your seat.
The helicopter's way up there. The police ones usually aren't that high up in the air. Like the news chopper is, but the police one usually isn't that high, I don't think.
That night sun on,
so it's possible they can hear it.
From the LAPD helicopter as he makes his way here on Vineland Avenue.
It's possible he can't find the headlights. On a Ford, they're on the dash instead of steering column. Oh, shit.
Making that turn now.
He just stole the car. Maybe you don't know.
Yes, he's eastbound Van Owen from Vineland. He was flashing his lights aggressively at drivers. Those drivers not knowing what's going on.
Yeah, I understand that. He's like, hey, don't miss me. Just gonna have my light. Just turn your lights on, dude.
Now he's eastbound here on Van Owen. I believe. Let's see here. He's going to be going right into the.
Can't find the headlights like Jen.
Burbank Airport area right now. I think that comes to an end here. He's got to make a left turn.
Oh, okay, that was a green light at least.
He's got. Less traffic.
Yeah, the news choppers have to be a different elevation. They can't get in. They can't get in the way.
next.
Yeah,
so they're like way high up.
The idea being he'll slow down.
It's consistently like amazing to me.
Doing, and that has been effective. We saw him going
because when they zoom out, you see just how far away the news chopper is, and like they track them pretty well.
In that regard, obviously, you want the suspect to surrender. Law enforcement is over this pursuit with the airship, so
yeah, but the daylight running lights are always on.
Ground units in the area and waiting for the call to re-engage if they decide to re-engage. But this is a dangerous suspect that's been driving erratically on surface streets and on freeways in a car that authorities believe is stolen. As we see him moving,
chopper's like 1,000 feet above. Damn.
Airport area, and yeah, again, now up into the 90s. So just when you say it, back he goes up close to 100 miles an hour on surface street. Just very, very dangerous.
And they constantly have to be changing elevations because of LAX. Ooh.
Yeah, and I misspoke. He's just south of the airport now on Van Owen. He's going to come up to us.
Well, I hope they don't hit a no-fly zone for the Burbank airport.
Here's the T intersection, and he's going to make right turn here. So North Hollywood LAPD trying to get behind the vehicle. But now he's moving into the Burbank area, so we'll see if Burbank PD picks up the chase. Night sunlight from the LAPD still over the vehicle. Again, this started in Hollywood on surface streets at a high rate of speed there. And at the time when we got overhead, the soft top was down. We were able to see the driver. It looked like he had possibly blonde hair. Now he's making a westbound turn here. This is going to be on Victory Boulevard as he continues at a high rate of speed.
Yeah, Penguin, what's up? He is.
How he's making his
he
way
really is. This could end
right
badly, you know? Looks like you put the lights on now.
Could lay out a spike strip.
No, they're not laying out a spike strip. What?
Yeah, I'm sure that Burbank knows about the chase. I'm sure they're getting units in position. He might be going back into, shortly here, into the North Hollywood area. So that will take him out of the Burbank jurisdiction. But for now, he's still in Burbank, northbound here on the Hollywood
They
Way,
haven't said whether or not this is a stolen vehicle. They suspected it was, and
we'll likely see Burbank
suspected the guy was armed, and I don't know.
On this pursuit as the LAPD airship tracks it.
Yeah, it looks like he's working.
There was a reckless Mustang fitting this description earlier tonight.
In the sense that he's got an idea or a plan. He's going in big circles, essentially.
This guy does not have a plan. This went over 15 minutes. We got another 5 minutes first.
So he's going to turn, but then doesn't and continues on.
How long they've been going for? This one, we've been watching it for about 10 minutes.
Burbank PD is on high alert. They're aware of this. They have an airship as well. I believe they share with Glendale PD. I'm not sure if that's still the case, but there's definitely air support in the area locally.
Someone's found. What do you mean, Charles?
What we're dealing with here with LAPD. So there's a lot of resources in the area to manage this situation. You just hate to see these speeds on surface streets. I don't care what time of day it is.
Yeah, Merle, I called it at 123.
Coming along that doesn't expect to see something like this, or
if we hit 123, then I will
and it could be deadly.
Say yes on this prediction.
Absolutely, very dangerous situation. He's moving towards the 5 freeway, towards San Fernando Road.
Damn, he's going fast.
We'll see if he tries to get on the freeway here. They're going to continue to monitor from the air with the airship overhead. He's hard,
a cop is following.
On the gas at times. He's back hard on the brakes at times. Here's the freeway. We have an on-ramp opportunity to get on the 5. He's going to swing right here, and that's going to put him on the 5 freeway. I believe that's southbound.
Okay, so we're getting on the freeway again.
Now a situation where CHP can get back involved in this once they learn of it.
Right, and here we go again.
There's a Cybertruck right there. Yo, I was talking about that. I think that's like the #1 contender for what we would put on the bingo card next. Is what if we had it so if you see a Cybertruck anywhere, that satisfies one of our bingo squares. I don't know. I think that's a good one. I'm just not sure what one I'd take off the bingo card right now.
High speed here.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. High speed for sure, over 100 miles per hour.
No. Yeah, Empire Avenue is the next off-ramp here. We'll see if he continues all the way to the 134 or not. Or
take off Parade. It's rare, but that's what's good about it.
We know that a lot of these drivers will
that's what's good about the Parade one is because it's rare. I think some of them got to be rare.
Area for a while. We'll see if he returns there. There goes the lights off, And here we go again. Blacked out, high rate of speed on the freeway, 100 and.
Wow, like spin a wheel and it takes a random place on the board. That would be cool. I don't know if I have that kind of ability. It's not that high tech.
Like that. You're not going to lose anybody in the air with your lights off. There's nobody behind you. You know, it's incredibly dangerous. I mean, as you're driving down the freeway, you just don't expect to see that coming, and you don't see it if it's
just shuffle it, Beal. We had it at one point where I had like 40 different things, and then it would pick which ones were going to be on it randomly, and I actually really didn't like that. Because imagine if there's one where it doesn't have the night sun, and it's like, no, I don't. Like some of them just have to be on there, you know. There's still a chase chronic. We're actually on chase number 2 now. We've been watching this one for like 10 minutes.
Being what it is, this is the 5-134 split now. Is he staying on?
Damn, he's going quick. If we'll get the first Cybertruck chase, I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
He's got another about a mile and a half.
That would be interesting.
Freeway has a lot of curves in it, so it makes it
we could change the code to say which ones are mandatory. I think that would be cool, MK.
Lanes like this. He's in an exit lane, but now he's.
But I do think that could be cool. But also, it's like, I don't know.
134 freeway coming up where he can take that to the east.
If you just ask Chad, Penguin, that's true. MKRQ and Mr. Wiggly made this bingo card. I've had the same one for years and years, which I can edit what's on it.
Speed here, 120 miles an hour, blacked out. Not a good
We're
situation.
waiting for ones you want to appear more often.
You know,
yeah, I don't know. There would have to be like maybe, I don't know. The thing that makes me wonder about that is what something happens and then I just sit here and stare at the bingo card for like 2 minutes trying to find the one.
Aware that something might be happening and could look around and maybe perhaps
Cybertruck should be on the bingo though, just spotting one. Yeah, I think so.
Lights are all blacked out and moving at 122 miles per hour. You know, I mean, you just never know what's going to hit you. And you can only imagine when he's going that close to those cars, just the force that the car you're in will feel when. See how close he is to these cars? It's incredible.
He's staying on the.
Well, San Pedro for just anytime
and we'll move down.
They are on the street in the area. If we see the exit sign for it, just any sighting of San Pedro, period. Chat froze again. Okay.
There was a pursuit coming up behind me. Didn't see the guy coming, and he nearly clipped my side view mirror. He was going, 100 miles an hour.
Need competing boards for YouTube and Twitch. That'd be.
And we were coming.
It sounds like a lot of work.
It happened, and it scared the daylights out of us. I know the
That's
feeling,
the fun of the bingo, the stare. Yeah, so I already do that, and it's always the same shit.
That's going to be CHP, Gil.
Oh, TPA John, what's up?
California High Patrol. The guy blew
right by TPA John's. I don't know. I've seen chases of Teslas though. But they do have the ability to shut it down. True. But I've seen Teslas in chases before. At least one. Cop's up on his ass now.
There he goes, all the way across lanes.
I remember it was years ago we saw some guy driving a Tesla in a chase. And I mean, it probably takes time to get Tesla to shut a car off, right? But
here he goes,
the guy got in a pretty bad wreck.
Speed again as I zoom in here, it'll be more accurate. But in and out of traffic, 125 miles an hour.
Imagine mid-chase and Elon shuts you down, right?
Stolen vehicle.
Don't run in a Tesla.
One more time. Hard on the brakes again. So, wow, flashing his headlights at vehicles. Those cars come up quick and like this.
Yeah.
Here's a car just driving regular speed. He had to hit his brakes hard there.
We had a Tesla chase last year.
He's flashing his lights in there, and there you see CHP right
Yeah, we've seen him before for sure.
Dangerous for both of them right now as they're going down the I-5 south.
Yeah, they put a cop behind him, and he just started driving faster.
134 miles per
win, you
hour.
lose. What's up?
Oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever seen a car go
He's
this
going
fast
so
in
fast.
one of these pursuits.
Holy fuck.
This is intense.
It's high speed. And you know what? There's traffic up ahead just past the
Oh, he's going to have to slow down quickly.
I believe the Dodger game has just got out a little while ago. He's going to go all the way across here. He might be exiting. Let's see. He might be taking the G freeway. I missed the sign there, what it said, but he might be avoiding that traffic here as he gets over and off. He's got a sweeping turn. He's not going to make it.
Oh, he crashed. Oh, shit.
Look at that. He hit the side
Now you should have kept your lights on, dude. Okay, now what?
And this might be it here. The officer right next to him.
We hit the 15 minutes, by the way. It was a yes.
Wow.
No, this is not the same pursuit. This is the second one.
You can't go up that off ramp that fast.
He turns his lights off and then gets in a wreck immediately.
And out he comes, and this is going.
This one they're not fucking around. Just pull the guy right out of the car.
Wow, that was as intense as it gets. Very, very dangerous. And
okay, the prediction was yes.
All the good fortune,
just barely,
coming the way of drivers tonight on the freeway. As this
you've never seen him do that. He do that sometimes. He barely scratched the wall. Yeah, look, the car doesn't even look that bad.
The way he was,
right?
We can tell you now, as you see for yourself, this suspect is in custody.
I don't know. Maybe he messed up the wheel here. This doesn't look good.
Stolen car want. Good evening. I'm Cher Calvin alongside Micah Ullman here on the KTLA.
Maybe he did disable the vehicle somehow, but it didn't look that bad. Like, it doesn't even look that bad.
That just ended here on the 5 freeway off ramp, and we saw the CHP in pursuit of this convertible that was stolen, and they just.
It looks like that wheel did get messed up, though.
The vehicle as soon as it hit the side rail of that off ramp. He was going at a high rate of speed.
Yeah, I think he probably broke it. DJ, I think you're right. It looks like the car just shut down on him. Right?
Yeah, he's trying to navigate a curve that there's just no
way.
Like
all of a sudden the hazard just went on immediately too. The hazards went on immediately.
This happened on an isolated transition road, really.
Like, I know he didn't turn the hazards on, right? That must be some automatic thing.
The driver could have gone over the side if it wasn't for the rail there. He just couldn't handle that turn at the high rate of speed he was going. He was going at times 125 miles an hour southbound.
He was going so fast, and he turned his lights off, and it's like he did not see the wall, right?
Just took it too fast.
Like, I don't know how well you can see in the car at night like that, but like it seemed like maybe turning the lights off actually fucked him. You know?
Is disabled. Immediately, the CHP officers pulled the man out of the vehicle, have him in custody. It's unclear if he's injured or not, but he's standing now on his feet. But this was a dangerous pursuit that started in Hollywood, ending here near Dodger Stadium. But the driver driving
because the car must have shut down on him, because you know he didn't hit the
North Hollywood
hazards, right? With the new cars, they will put the emergency hazards on.
So thankfully, like you said,
and call the police.
Nobody injured in this pursuit. We had some really close
he didn't need that
at times, but
yeah, it looks like the car got disabled. Like, look at this wheel; it's messed up.
The CHP doing a great job to keep up with the man in the car.
Yeah, the motoring public dodged a bullet tonight in the path of this pursuit. Suspect now in
fucked
custody.
himself.
In Sky 5. Thank you.
Now to this, a standoff with an armed pursuit suspect in Highland
They're
Park
back here still. They're still here
at this hour, with the suspect refusing to get out of the
vehicle. No. Is he out yet?
Began after police got a call of a man with a gun.
Is he out yet? Are they going to give us an update?
To try and disable the vehicle, which began to spark as the driver tried to
NBC's leaving this one. I don't know if they're going back to the other one or not.
His vehicle at Piedmont and Sumter Drive across the street from Highland Park. It's believed the suspect lives in the area, but at this hour, that standoff continues.
It continues.
News here at 11 o'clock. Great progress,
hold
but
on.
no deal yet as Presidents Trump and
It looks
Putin
like
meet for
NBC
their
may be
high-stakes
flying back to that one.
Cover that story now.
Are they going back?
Go check in there.
Yeah, they're going back. There's no way. This is hilarious. Mustang guy had a whole chase. It was captured during the time of the same standoff. Yep. Took a hit to the side of his head. I mean, the cop came over there and ripped him out. Whatever. That was wild. It's been almost a week and those two guys still got away. Really, Subby? They never found those guys? Busy day. I mean, this is exciting, I guess. Shout out to the NBC for going and keeping us updated on this. Keeping my stream going, I guess. Fox is still over at the other chase. At the Mustang one. Coming back over to Beal's Hood to see what's up.
Yeah, I'm looking too.
That guy gave us some like real emotion. That's funny. That rotor puts out that much heat during constant heavy use, can get red hot, and that is normal for this guy's car. You can still see police over here. There's still a police helicopter up here. Almost an hour 30 mark for my stream. Yeah, I mean this guy's whole thing started that long ago, I guess.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're still hanging out with us,
What?
we are back on the scene.
Where is it?
Of that original.
Where is he? What is this? What's going on here? Oh, it's over here.
These aren't the easiest things in the world to find.
Here it is.
Original scene right here is great, George. I like this shot over here. I don't mind the poles. All right, so as you can see,
G20, what's up?
Changed a whole lot here.
Nothing changed.
Looks like windows are down on that vehicle. Looks like the officers might have moved up a little bit closer, but perhaps not. Pretty similar.
Think the news. Oh, you mean the Merle? Are you talking about the guy? Yeah, I heard that they got him shortly after the guy. Yeah, that they went in there. I don't know where he was in that building, but.
No, I don't mind it. I can see in the car, so I don't mind that.
I heard that they got him pretty quick after the news chopper left.
Can you go closer to the scene a little bit?
On my YouTube short, though, I just kind of made it sound like he got away.
Oh, okay. Right there, that's good.
He still got his hand out the window, too. What is he doing? And this guy is out of his mind tonight.
All right, so you saw just a moment ago the suspect had his arm out the window.
Around lunchtime, there was one in LA River where the guy got away today. PK, what's up?
Gesturing to the officers. Yeah, this is Brian. I copy.
So many police chases lately, dude. It's been, I don't know if it's like what it is. This month has been out of control.
Copy that. So
this the last couple months even.
Has been going at this location for close to an hour now. It's a little bit after 11. We got here a little bit into the 10 o'clock hour. This suspect continues to...
Like the guy took his bike into the river, or he pulled over and ran in the river?
The suspect is still in his vehicle. It's exactly as we left it, so not much has changed.
He's still in the car, Nashby. He's still in the car. And they had said they had his grandma on the phone. She was apparently not successful in getting him out. They said that this car is registered to an address that's right here. It's like the house right here. So I'm a bit surprised. Maybe the police told the family not to come out.
Okay, just let me
know. It happens often where somebody will come out and talk to him. Not even close. Yeah, I mean, Sean, this standoffs, I've seen standoffs last forever. What happened to the Mustang? So Nashby, he was like taking an exit or like he was switching from one freeway to another, but as he was driving, he turned his lights off, and then all of a sudden he hit this curve and he didn't turn fast enough, so he crashed. And I think he fucked like the axle up on the car, like they looked like the wheel got messed up, so he hit this wall, and then the car just stalled. The hazard lights automatically turned on, and then they pulled him out of the car real quick. It ended so fast.
And then assault with a deadly weapon.
If it was Grandma Jenkins, who's Grandma Jenkins?
Hot on Telemundo, thank you. Bill, we've got about 20 minutes of fuel, FYI.
Okay. 20 minutes of fuel. Should we just add all of these things together? All of them? Apparently this guy originally had someone else in the car too. It was a woman, and she got out and gave up, and then she was originally driving, and then he took over.
right, if you guys are just joining us, this is Brian Andrews in News Chopper 4. We are back to our original pursuit.
Mad TV reference?
Started,
okay.
Quite a while ago, in the 9 o'clock hour. Original call was man with a gun. Copy that.
And apparently this one had a passenger exit too. I'm just filling them all out here.
Man with a gun, person with a gun call. Suspect fled and led them on a pursuit. That pursuit wasn't too long. It was about a 30-minute pursuit. Didn't have particularly high speeds. Usually about 40 miles an hour, 50 miles an hour. Lots of turns, turning around. We were always in the Eagle Rock area. Eventually, they came to a stop here at about 9:45. So we're into hour 2 of the standoff at this location. We saw the suspect stop at a different location and then continue the pursuit, stop again, continue the pursuit, and then eventually they ended up here. During the course of this pursuit, this suspect racked up assault with deadly weapons charges on police officers. Before we got on scene, he either almost ran over or rammed those police vehicles, which added assault with a deadly weapon on a police officer charges to the
He is not on the run. That's correct, Penguin. Suspect in this case is not on the run.
Since about 9:47, we've heard
it's a misrepresentation of the situation.
Perhaps multiple family members who are trying to get him to get out of the vehicle, give himself up, and do this all without getting hurt. We've heard unconfirmed reports that he was on the phone with his aunt, his grandmother, and the suspect wanted to talk to his mother. We've seen this before where suspects, when they get into a situation like this, they end up calling 911 or they call a family member, and they use that person to negotiate with the police that are behind them. So this individual has been gesturing out the windows of their vehicle from time to time. We can see, so right there, you can see them putting their hand out. If I can focus up here, you can see them putting their, you can see that person in there. Occasionally they'll throw their arm out the window and gesture. We've seen him put his head out the window. There he is. He looks like he's trying to copy that. Coming to me in 2 minutes. I do not know what's going on.
He's moving around a lot in there.
You can see the person in there moving around. He was reaching through the back window to try and grab something on the outside of the car. I don't know. These officers have been here for quite a while. What in the world? I think this person is clearly not in a good mental state.
Yeah, this guy's having a bad night. What happens when Grandma tells him to run? There you go. What was Grandma telling him?
Copy that.
I just tried putting a compressor on this to see if I could get this audio to like be pulled up and more consistent. Does it sound different when he's talking? Like I pulled up a compressor, compressed it, added some output gain. I just wish that when I switch from one station to the other and their audio is so different that I didn't have to make so much adjustment. There you go, Quants. Grandma said, hey, you're on Snooze's channel right now. Please just hang out for a while.
One minute, copy.
One minute? Are they leaving? I feel like there's no way we see the end of this one. Because I don't think the other news stations went back.
Hey, Control. This is Brian Andrews, News Chopper 4, streaming 40, copy.
Yeah, they're gone. Okay,
It's Saturday night.
oh, they're back. KTLA's back on it, actually. So we're gonna stay. I'm gonna stay around. KTLA's back. No, wait, this is a replay? This is a replay. Son of a bitch. Okay. I think that's gonna be it. That's it. I don't think there's, I mean, I'll keep looking a little bit, but I think they're all done at this point. Yep. Okay. That's it. The dude's still sitting there, but the news station's all left. There's nothing more to see. All right, everybody. Should I raid out on Twitch, or is it pointless? Does it even matter? Whatever. All right. Have a good night. If I come back on, it's probably too late. The news stations are probably done for the night. He was going back. He's done. Raid Rinson. Okay, hold on. What's Senti doing? I think his stream's over now. I don't see him live. There's a streamer live streaming it? What do you mean? On the ground? Is there somebody on the ground? Yeah, there's got to be someone on the ground streaming it, but I don't know if it's worth it. Still 3 choppers in the air? Yeah. Police? I don't know. All the news stations are done. Unless CBS is on it. I don't think so. The live police chase channel went offline. They must not be able to find anything. So yeah, I don't know. We'll get out of here. Raid everyone. Raid everyone. Please raid Rin. Okay, okay. No, Nova City. Okay. Yeah, look at this. Okay, let's get a look at this for a second at least. Hold on. Look at this. This guy's got somebody on the line. Castillo. Castillo. Who's Castillo? This guy's on TikTok. There's a TikTok stream. Okay, hold on. Here we go.
And then we pursued the guys. He can come out whenever he wants. He's just pretending he can't reach the door handle. Now he's pushing the window. Ya está el calor. Messing with him, ya. Can you hear me? No. Está paniqueado, sí. Se está haciendo como que no puede abrir la puerta, pero sí, ahí está la puerta. Ya había agarrado la agarradera ahí.
Sky 9 is still above it? They're still above it? Oh, what happened? Did you just go offline? No?
Wow,
Yeah, this is a replay now. He must have gone offline. What happened? He was live. Now he's gone. Okay. Real quick. Yeah, nobody's on it. There's nowhere I can watch it. Even the streamer got tired of it. Yeah, I guess. They all just left. Okay. Now we're really going to raid Rin. I'm actually going to get out of here. Okay, copy this message. Let's go over and raid him. Say hello to him. He's streaming in Vancouver. Simp Mafia member. All right. Good night.